Happy December, I'm Brickroad. Welcome back to Let's Play Lemmings. We're going to take a break from Oh No More Lemmings for a little while so I can play all of the holiday Lemmings for you guys. Back in the day, these were little demo discs that they kind of put out. I think they were like taped to magazines or something you could buy. Like if you bought the Amiga magazine, whatever it was called, you get the little Christmas Lemmings in there. And it's just a couple of levels and it was kind of cute. So let's play through them. Let's go through. Let's play Merry Christmas, Mr. Lemming. And I had some of these. They did this every year from 1991 to 1994, and they got longer and more elaborate as time went on. I've only played some of these. Some of these I've never actually played through. So, it's going to be interesting. I think mostly they're easier, on the easier side. But I don't know that for a fact. And as you can see, they introduced these animated backgrounds that... background elements. I'm not even sure if these are solid. Yeah, see, the animated background elements are not even solid. So that's interesting. Alright, let's see what we're going to get hung up on here. We're going to come up here, go pass through this guy. This is definitely going to kill us right here. But I think we can dig through basically any part of this and be fine. So that's what we're going to do. I can kill half of these little Santaman lemmings and still be okay. So we might just end up squashing some of them. I think as a kid I had the discs for Xmas Lemmings 91 and 92, but not the other ones. I'm not sure. I'm gonna go ahead and actually stall one man here. And we're gonna stall you as well. And once you're over here, right about there, I want to come down through this last icicle. You see what I'm doing here? So let's actually just go ahead and stall a bunch of these guys. Coming up here. You can get stalled. Still not in good shape. There's not much we can do. Well, we can make him a digger and save him that way, I guess. Now what are we looking at? Almost a safe drop. This guy might just... I think we're a safe drop now. Yep, okay. So now we make you a basher. And we make you a basher. And we make you a basher. And everybody's safe. We're still in good shape. Except we're going to bounce a bunch of nerds off of this wall here. So we're going to get a digger going. And you're going to be my digger. Once we're clear. Well, some of them are going to wander back and find a hole. You know what? That is the... It's just the state of lemmings, I suppose. We're going to employ a blocker here, because why not? Because we need to build over this gap anyway. We'll employ a blocker. Oh, you know, let's pump our release rate, too, while we're at it. That little Santa lemming, he's just going to test the hole for consistency and holiday cheer. Very, very important to go down there. I did consider doing the holiday lemmings just for my Christmas video this year. Every year I do put out a video on Christmas Day that's really long, just to kind of celebrate the holidays with you guys. But this year, I thought about, can I do all of the holiday lemmings in one sitting? But I looked at the length of the 1993 and 94 holiday packs, and I don't... it's just not tenable for a one-sitting thing. I do think it's going to take a few episodes. So maybe an hour or so episode every week in December we'll be able to get all of these levels done. But in one sitting on Christmas Day. So it's like you guys get a Christmas video every week plus on Christmas, which is a Wednesday this year, I think. I am kind of slacking. I'm not gonna lie. Usually by this point, what is it, December 2nd that I'm recording this? Usually by this point I have my Christmas video already recorded, and I really should get on that, because the last thing you want to do is try to render out the Christmas video on December 24th, watching the clock. Ugh. Excellent. All Lemmings accounted for. Christmas bonus. So this is the last level of the Christmas 91. I think it's only the 2 Lemmings. Neither one is very difficult. They give you plenty of jobs for everything. Are we going this way? We are going this way. It's quite long. I don't think we're going to sweat this one. Let's just go ahead and pop this guy down. This is not a safe drop. Even if we use floaters, it's not a safe drop. Where is it a safe drop from? About here. So we want to bash from about here. This should be a safe... something like that. Oh, nobody even walked up the hill. Excellent. We might have to employ another blocker here so everybody doesn't just walk off the edge. Get you bashing. Alright, you, sir. Make him a blocker so nobody walks off the edge. Where are we dying? Oh, a couple guys got turned around here. Well, you know what? It's the price you pay when you're a lemming. We're going to delay some nerds. I'm going to delay you, and that's probably all I need to delay. You'll make a seal before anybody else reaches you, I'm confident. Yeah, that seals up nicely, actually. Maybe delay you. And we're sealed. Right on time. Just in time to bash through this wall, dude. Do what you gotta do. And then... we're gonna come up over this gap. So then we're gonna employ another blocker over here. That will just explode in due course. When it is responsible to do so. Who's it gonna be? You know what? It's gonna be you. Get the builder ready. So yeah, the 93 and 94 Holiday Lemmings packs are considerably larger. Each one contains 2 level sets with like 16 or 20 levels. And I don't actually know how difficult they all are. It's entirely not outside of the realm of possibility that we're going to be playing Holiday Lemmings well into January. I haven't crunched the numbers, but I don't think I quite have enough level packs to play through to get an entire year of Lemmings updates so we can do a second bout of Holiday Lemmings in 2020. I don't really think that's going to work. And we are good all the way up. We got to blow you up. Sorry, pal. Once the last one bounces off you. Where's Mr. Schnoz? Here he comes. Oh, he's got a friend. I might have to call him Santa Schnoz. Has that big red nose, right? Blow you up. Everybody's going home. I was asked recently whether neolemmix has the Lemmings 2 packs, and I think that's in the pipeline. neolemmix is still in development, and I think adding Lemmings 2 jobs and like level functionality is something that they're doing, and if they do, I would love to play Lemmings 2 using this engine. Some of this stuff is already in, like I know you've already got vertical levels, which is not something the original Lemmings has. But there's some functionality that's missing. Like we have animated background scenery and such, but we don't have like the movable cannons or like the ropes that you can grab onto. We don't have a button to turn on a fan. I know some of the actual Lemmings jobs have been implemented. There are custom level packs that have things like the platformer and the wall builder guy, and I think runners, etc. And now we're into Christmas 1992. This one's considerably easier. So we're back to like the beginning of the level pack here. I think this one's only a couple of levels. We had a little Amiga diskette with some of the Christmas Lemmings levels, but there weren't a lot of them. I want to say there was like 2 in each one. They were just little... I think he just gave them out as freebies, like magazines or something. So, oh, if you didn't own Lemmings, you got the little Christmas packs, and there was probably an advertisement for where you can go buy Lemmings. So I think the 91 pack we just played, which was just 2 levels, was probably a promotional thing for Oh No More Lemmings, which I think came out in 91. Or maybe I've got that backwards and it came out in 92. I don't actually know. Happy holidays, Mr. Lemming. I'm going to take a look at this level. We don't actually have to go very far. We're just going to... I can't mine down. I don't have a basher. I've got 1 digger, no bashers. The problem is this is all drop height. We have to get everybody stuck in a dig tunnel. Is that fireplace going to hurt us? Looks like it's just scenery. Oh, so we can't even get through this. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to pop the release rate all the way up. And I'm going to start him digging here. And I think everybody will just get stuck in this tunnel. He's got to dig really far down before it's drop height. And then once we break through the bottom, the drop height is reasonable. So I think this is it. Yeah, everybody's out in the level now. We've still got a long way to dig before drop height's an issue. Yeah, this is how we're going to save everybody. Unless these Christmas lights electrocute us. My wife and I, in 2006, was our first Christmas together. And we bought a fake Christmas tree because my mother always has a real Christmas tree. And it always looks nice when she gets it up in her house. But I know from my childhood, going out and picking the tree and trimming it and bringing it in the house... Huge pain in the butt. Having a real Christmas tree is a huge pain in the butt. I didn't want to go through that every year. So we went out, my wife and I, at the time wasn't my wife, was just my live-in girlfriend. Bought a nice fake Christmas tree that had these little incandescent yellow lights all over it. And so the first year we had the tree, we bought more lights. We bought little LED lights, all white and blue lights. Our tree looks, my mother doesn't like it because it's not all different colors. But we went all white and blue lights. We're going to fall right off of here, aren't we? We're going to fall right off of here and die. So no, we're going to... Oh, we can't block. Because we got to save everybody. Where are we going? We're going right or left? We're going right. Okay, what do we need to do here? We got plenty of jobs. I think what we do is we start digging immediately. You need to be a climber and then a digger in a second here. So we need some wall. Oh, that didn't work. Somebody's dead. We don't want anybody to be dead. Don't want anybody to be dead. We do need to trap them in a dig tunnel, though. And the second guy is going to be a climber. And when he gets up and over here, we're going to make him dig in such a way that leaves a pixel of space. So this digger needs to be further left. That's all. We're going to trap everybody. It's going to be fine. Like right there. Then you're going to be... Actually, I don't think I do need to make you a climber, do I? I think he'll walk up... If he doesn't walk up and out of there, he does. He's... Okay. I was going to say, if he doesn't walk up and out of there on his own accord, it's not going to make a difference. So now that we are all stuck here, we'll go ahead and make him a builder and pump the release rate. And we'll let this man be our workhorse. No problem. Oh, they don't have a pixel to land on. I hope they all fall down in here. Okay, well, yeah, we're not digging anymore, so we should be fine. Alright, so we'll build our way out of here. So yeah, we had this Christmas tree, so the lights that we bought, that we actually still use, are all these blue and white LED lights. So very sharp, white, not like a soft yellow like an incandescent light bulb, like the tree came with. And some of them are shaped like snowflakes, and over the years we bought more and more lights, because the first year we bought what we felt was like a decent amount of lights for the size tree we got. It turned out to be way, way less. Like, we actually need like 10 strings of lights. We're just going to bash through this. We're going to have to build up and bash through this, it looks like. I actually don't know what we're doing up here. What is the plan here? Do I have to send somebody up and over? I might have to send him up and over. Like, he's got to build and bash through, and then he can fall, maybe fall down as a floater. I can turn him around and then build up is what I'm going to have to do. This is a safe drop, then we just bash and build over there. Okay. Wow, so yeah, this man's got a journey ahead of him. A journey indeed. But I think we've got this in the bag, no problem. So the problem that first year is our tree lights they just clashed. They just didn't look very good. I'm going to actually stop. I don't want him to bash all the way through this. And then not have somewhere to build up here. Okay, that's good. So you need to be a floater, my friend. And we'll start you building from about... That should do it. So that first year we have the white and blue lights that we bought, plus they are white, but they were incandescent white, which means they had kind of a yellowish tinge to them. Incandescent lights and LED lights just look different. In fact, the changeover to mostly LED light bulbs had like an entire generation of people complaining that the lights just looked wrong. And the rest of us were like, lol, okay, boomer. But it was a serious problem for us because the soft kind of yellowish incandescent lights looked fine, but the LED lights that we had bought and wanted to use looked different. So having them all on the tree. So I got some wire cutters and I had to spend a whole weekend once trimming my fake Christmas tree. Ooh, we're going to drop from there. I don't think this is okay. We're going to drop from there. Yeah, we have a hole underneath us here. I actually had to build from a little further back, so I'm higher up. So he's going to fall any second now and float down into this pit. Yep, okay. So we will build... We got to build from further back then. We got to build from like the top of this hill. No problem. So yeah, I had to go through. I wasn't like clipping through the actual wires the lights were attached to. The lights were attached to our tree with these little plastic clips. And I was going through clipping off all the little plastic clips. So in one basket I had like this collection of little green clips, and then another basket I had all the little light heads. They must have had wires, but I forget now what I actually did with the wires. That looks better. My horde is not actually going to come up this way. We're going to have somebody bash through this. Well, I could turn them around up here and then just build up to there. We'll just take... So my thought was turn them around and build from down here, but I guess it doesn't matter. It's not that much more work to build from up here. I guess I'll do that. So we need to build, I'm going to say from like here, from this little ledge here. So where are we going to turn him around? I see where we're going to do it. I'm going to start him bashing right here. And then we'll build to turn him around. And we're going to come up from about here, I think. And it doesn't have to seal, it doesn't have to be perfect, as long as people will land somewhere safe. We'll be in good shape. Now I'm happy to report that our tree looks fantastic. That was 2006. I was still playing World of Warcraft in those days. We still have the same tree and most of the same lights, but we have all the... Our tree looks lovely nowadays. In fact, as a child, her family had a tradition where every year they would do custom tree ornaments. The kids would do little, like, etching the ornaments. What are they made of? Maybe copper or something. But these kind of gold-colored ornaments with machine etching in them. And they're kind of cute. Like, you can tell, like, the kid was trying to work with the machine. Like, Peanut has stuff that dates back to the 1990s, where she was a young child. Obviously trying to use this machine, so it's like a child's handwriting etched into this ornament. We can go ahead and let these guys out now. Beautiful. That's exactly what we wanted to see. And then we should have no trouble getting through the rest of this. Okay, I was going to dig down through here, or mine down through here, but I guess we don't need to. The build I used to turn them around in the bashing tunnel suffices. But in 2006, we decided we were going to continue that tradition in our adult lives. Every year we were going to make a custom ornament, or I say make a custom ornament, get an ornament customized for our tree with the year on it. We haven't actually done any machining of our own, but... So that first year we found... I mean, there's like... You go to Things Remembered or something in the mall, and they can, like, customize your little ornaments for you. So we have a lot of those. But the first year was this really beautiful pewter fireplace. It's our first Christmas. And then I think the next year is like a little, like, metal doghouse with a picture of Edgar in it. When Edgar was a brand new puppy that we got him in 2007. Now he's an old man and he hates life and he's arthritic. But we've done this every year since. Last year... Actually, I say we didn't do any of the customizing, but last year we actually did. Last summer, in 2018, we went to Gatlinburg, Tennessee for a family vacation with all her family from up north. I went to the theme park Dolly World, which is Dolly Parton's theme park. I don't know why Dolly World has a theme park. Whoa! Okay. There are 2 lemmings, and we have to save both of them. Okay. I've got 9 builders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, probably 6, 7. I've only got 1 floater. How am I going to stall one of them? Look at these nerds. These count as traps? No. Okay. These, like, bouncing snowmen do not count as traps. Guess we can have him dig. Okay, let's actually restart this. What I want to do is get the digger going immediately. Okay, he's stuck, so we're going to make him a climber. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think this will work. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. And then when I'm ready, I can make him climb up and out. As long as there's no floater paths, we should be in good shape. Alright. I think we're going to be fine. This drop here is the only one I'm worried about, so I'm actually going to have him dig down a good ways. But we should survive it. It's gonna be like that pea soup level in regular Lemmings. We should seal up okay over here. I don't have any bashers to get through these. Realized Brickroad immediately upon checking. They can both climb up and over these. So they're gonna have to climb up and dig down here. And same thing on this one, and same thing on this one. So 1, 2, 3, that's 4 diggers. That should be fine. He's gonna turn around though, which is not good news. Ah, dang it. Okay, so he needs to start building. We got to make sure this seals up, but that he doesn't turn around. There we go. So now he'll climb up that, and we'll get him digging down through this one and building over to the next one. Is that what we're doing? That's what we're doing. I have spoken. Okay. How far down can I go? I can go pretty far. In fact, yeah, see, if we build there, we're way too far to the right to build to the next one. So I think I'm going to dig down far enough that my builds... I can't go much further than that. I want him to turn around on this wall. I can make him a floater, though. No, I can go down as far as I need to. So he should turn around on this pillar, and then go back, and then I can make the next pillar seal like I did for this one. Just like that. No, don't. Oh, no. I forgot he was a climber. Ha 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 ha. Okay, so he's dead if I do that. And I can't make him a floater, and I can't... 1, 2, 3, 4. And I need all the rest of my builders. So if I do that, he's dead. This should seal. Problem is, if he turns around at all, he's dead. But I don't think I can make him a digger any earlier to move him a couple pixels left either. So new plan, we're going to go all the way back up here. We're going to start building up here and see if this works. If we can get all the way over to this pillar with 2 builds, we're in good shape. Okay. I was talking about Christmas ornaments, I think? Yeah, we were at Dolly World. Which is a decent park, actually. I was actually surprised at how good of an actual park it is as far as having fun roller coasters and things. But they had like a glass blowing booth where the guy had a bunch of glass chips. Ooh, we need 2 builders here as well. I want to make sure he doesn't... Okay, let's build from there. That should be 2 builders. He should turn around. He should climb up and then fall back down. I don't think he'll climb up over this lip. So yeah, we did a glass blowing thing. And my part in it was just... Where'd you... Oh, I didn't hear his little tink, tink, tink. My part in it was just blowing into a glass tube. So there's now a very colorful Christmas orb for 2018 for our Christmas tree that is literally filled with my hot air. Literally. Excellent. That's exactly what I wanted to happen. Okay, so... So now we'll come down here. Build to this pillar, and then he can dig down and build to the last pillar, and we've got a minute left. Where's my drop height? That's actually probably okay. We're going to start building about... That's fine. We'll do that. You're going to survive this just fine. Actually, do you need to... You know, that's actually safe right there. And then we just make you a climber, and we'll make you a floater, and... I don't think we needed to make him a floater. I think it's fine. And yeah, we have plenty of time. Beautiful. Alright, we have navigated the North Poles, and I think that's the end of Xmas 1992. I don't remember playing this level as a kid, so maybe we didn't have the 92 disc. Maybe we just had the 91 disc. Watch this space. The Lemmings saga continues at a later date. And we're back to Xmas 91. So I'm going to go ahead and load up the next level pack. For some reason, neolemmix bundles 91 and 92 together, and then 93 and 94 together. Alright, so this is Chains of Command. So this should be Lemmings 93. We have 6 of everything. Looks like we just bash our way through these chains and we'll be fine. If we bounce off, we're going to hit this wall. We should be perfectly safe. Let's go ahead and pop the release rate all the way up. Why not? Actually, I think I'll go up and over and just bash through the top of each of the chains. As long as they're not the oh no chains where there are little pixels that we accidentally walk through. Not a fan of those, I gotta say. Actually, in these 3 guys, I'll just do all the work. Oh, one guy turned around. He's gonna go. That might end up being Mr. Schnoz, in all honesty. Or maybe that guy. But as you can imagine, like the first 4 or 5 years we did this, we had like a bunch of ornaments from things remembered, and they all just look the same. So we started branching out. What I like to do now is find like somebody's Etsy store or something online in November-ish or so. So we have a nice collection of like wooden and glass ornaments. But we had so many of them because we've been together for so long now. Now we're like an old married couple that I'm going to see if I can get these guys to turn on right here. Like that. Perfect. That way they don't walk all the way back. And we're in good shape. But we had so many of these ornaments, and some of them are very delicate. Like some of them are made out of glass. We have one from 2011, is the year that we got married. And it's this frosted glass one, and it's extremely, like, every year when I take it out of its little velvet thing, I'm like, oh, I don't want to break this one. So last year, maybe the year before last, might have been the year we bought this house, but she bought a second, smaller Christmas tree that we can put on our bar that's just big enough to have all of our special ornaments on it. So now I have the main tree that's got all of our, like, Disney and Ninja Turtle and dinosaurs ornaments on it. Like, all our... We don't actually have any just regular bulbs or, like, candy canes or normal people ornaments anymore. Like, all of our ornaments are nerd stuff. Even the star on top of our tree is like a Tinkerbell star from Peter Pan. But now we're getting to the point where this little tree almost doesn't have space for ornaments. Ski jump! $50 floaters, and I've got 50 lemmings, and I think that's it. I mean, something obvious thing. There's no reason that this should not work. The furious clicking has ended, and yeah, we got everybody. So that should, unless there's a trap, there's not. This isn't really a ski jump. This is just literally lemmings marching off a cliff. Like in that other Disney movie, that documentary where they pushed a bunch of lemmings off cliff so they could say, this is the Arctic stupid rodent that likes to jump off cliffs. When in reality, they pushed them off the cliffs. That's a fun little factoid. I don't know how fun that factoid actually is. Cindy Land. I don't know who Cindy is. Cindy gave us 7 of everything, and we're going that way, and there's... We can go that way as well, but it looks like this way is going to be much easier. Alright, so let's let you walk over here and then start digging. You should walk up and out. And then the second one should get stuck. Excellent. Perfect. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at hidden traps in the snow. Looks like we're fine. Then yeah, I don't think this is going to be a problem. This bash tunnel goes all the way to that wall. That's not what I want. So we need to build up to this wall. Without turning him around. Word up. Then we can bash through it. Any level where I get them all bunched up like that, I think is very aesthetically pleasing. Alright, now you should safely bash through this, and so he does. Then we just build up over this, and then we let everybody out. Good as gold. So last year, like I said, for 2018, we got a special ornament from a theme park that we went to, Dolly World in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. That should be fine. Actually, we should be able to let everybody out now. Let's get somebody going to the right, bash everybody out. Thank you, sir. Yeah, because they'll come up, they'll get stuck on this turnaround right there, so it'll be fine. This guy's going to turn around. I'm going to turn him around twice, I think. We got to find a little crevice where he'll build into a wall somewhere, so he'll turn around. Right there. Excellent. And he just disappears into the crowd. The real-life event that happened to us last year is we got our second dog, Riddy, our little Chihuahua puppy. She's not a puppy anymore, but she's still adorable. So even though Riddia was with us for last Christmas, our special ornament last year wasn't commemorating Riddia. So this year I made a glass ornament. I found a website where I can customize a glass ornament, and I actually just... You know what, we haven't had an Edgar ornament on the tree for a few years either. I think I just want to build over this gap, don't I? Over to the right. This guy's going to fall off. We can blow up one guy. We got to bash through this wall. So I think what's going to happen is we can build over here. They're going to bounce off this. Or maybe they'll walk up that. Let's make sure they don't walk up this. They don't. Okay. This guy is going to fall off and go this way. That's not what we want. There does seem to be a simple solution to go either direction, but we also have to get all the lemmings pointed different directions. I think we want to build over this gap. This guy should fall in here and get stuck. Let's make sure that's what happens. That is indeed what happens. Alright, so yeah, we got everybody pointed the same direction, and all we need to do now is bash through this wall. Beautiful. But this kind of thing is always a crapshoot, because what I wanted is, like, we already have pictures of our dogs on the tree. Like, we have a little... Each of our dogs has a little stocking that we hang on the wall, and we have little pictures we put out. We got... both Edgar and Riddia have pictures where they got to meet Santa Claus at the pet store. So instead, I thought what I'd do is I'd make a little glass ornament. Instead of putting pictures of my dogs on it, I would put pictures of their namesakes. So I went to the Spriters resource and got the character sprites for Edgar and Riddia from the Final Fantasy games, and they put them on the ornament. And this is always a crapshoot when you're doing this kind of thing, because technically the kinds of shops that do this kind of work are not supposed to use copyrighted material like that. They're supposed to say, oh, sorry, we can't do that. You had to use your own picture. In fact, one year, I tried to have a sheet cake made for my mother's birthday, And I wanted the album art from the Beatles' Abbey Road as her favorite album of all time. And they wouldn't do it. But it's like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and put in the order and see what happens. This looks obnoxious. Not difficult, just obnoxious. Like, I don't think we're going to have any issues here. You start bashing. You start mining. And we'll pump this release rate. So I wonder if we're going to have to bash individually through all of these, or if one basher will be enough to go through all of them. Sometimes these little gaps, if the little gap is smaller than the swing of a basher's arc, yeah, see. Okay, so the second one's going to go all the way through. That's nice. Yeah, if his, like, bashing arc is wider than the gap he's in, he'll, like, break through the wall he's punching through, but then his fist will actually collide with the wall beyond that, so you can get a nice bashing. What have I done? I've made a terrible mistake. Let's wait till he pumps through, okay, and then there we go. Now nobody has to die. Whew. Anyway, the bakery that I wanted decided not to make a sheet cake with the Beatles' Abbey Road on it, which would have been amazing. But this place decided, hey, you know what? We'll just go ahead and make your little ornament with Final Fantasy characters. Why Square Enix doesn't have just an online website where you can just buy novelties for their characters like that? Sometimes they have stuff like that, but it's usually very limited run, and it's usually only for games they specifically release. Nintendo is actually really good about merchandising like that. If you want to celebrate Nintendo on your Christmas tree, there's a million. We have Mario and Peach and Toad and Link and probably a Pikachu on there somewhere. We're starting to get thinned out on the jobs now. So we definitely don't want to go up this way. What's our drop look like here? That's a safe drop. So we need to get everybody onto this. We got one bomber. That's the only earth moving we have. They're naturally going to end up on this path. That's not where I want them. I don't have a miner or anything. How many builders? I got 4 builders. I could block everybody in with my one blocker, blow them up later, and that's fine. I can spend 1 builder to turn the guy around, 1 here to cross this gap, 1 here to cross this gap. That's a safe. That's what I'm going to do. Alright, so let's get the blocker ready. I actually want to place the blocker up here, because if we place him on the slope going up, we run the risk of Lemmings not being able to get through the... not be able to climb up over the little hole he makes. So he'll turn around here. Like so. So we need Lemmings to climb up over this gap. No problem. And then fall down here, all facing right. Which should be easy peasy. In fact, I think once the horde is done bouncing off of him up there, I can blow that guy safely. Maybe not. Wait a minute. How's the horde going to turn around? The horde can't turn around over here. We're going to need... they're not going to turn around over here. They're just going to keep walking all the way to their death. I was going to say I could send 2 guys over and blow the first one up in this little gap to create a wall for them to bounce off of, but then I don't have them all blocked in. I have erred. I knew this was too good to be true. Why do I have a climber and floaters? There's nothing even to climb in this level. As far as I can tell. And only the 1 bomber, so we're not going through a wall anywhere. Alright then. This is definitely not going to... Yeah, as soon as I blow this guy up, everybody's going to walk up this path, and it's not going to be good for them. The one builder I have left, there's no way to salvage that drop height. This drop height should be safe, right? Yeah. Alright, so let's nuke them. Let's blow them all up. That timer took a long time to pop out. So another thing I could do is I could have one lemming turn himself around. Everybody else just marches up, and then I just put a blocker here so the horde all turns around while the workhorse has a chance to get working. I think that's going to be what it is. So might as well just go ahead and pop the release rate. So same thing, except we're not using a blocker here. We're still going to turn this guy around at the same spot. And then we'll make him a blocker all the way at the end over there. That should give this guy plenty of time to get the bridges done. Like that. There we go. Then we don't have to blow that blocker up. I mean, we do to win the level, but we can do it with the nuke button. We don't even have to use our one exploder that we have. And I think we bought ourselves enough time, because they still have a long way to walk. Word. And then we just build over this and we're done. I do wish they had more tile sets to the Holiday Lemmings. I understand why they didn't. These were like little free level packs that they gave out. But it basically just uses the ice tile set from Oh No More Lemmings. Just with some extra features, like the exits and entrances look different. There are presents and what is this, a fruitcake? I'm going to say a fruitcake. Nice chimney over here, not attached to anything. You would think the chimney would be a trap, but it's not. It's just scenery. I do think I'll probably end up confusing at least some of my friends and family when I put this new ornament on our little tree, and it just says Edgar and Rydia 2019, but it's like the Final Fantasy sprites doing little cheering poses, and they're not going to understand why I don't have pictures of my dogs. Oh, I guess we're playing the 1995 pack first. That's fine. Well, no, this will be the 1994 pack, because Happy New Year will be leading into 1995. We're doing this right. Wow, I can kill 25 lemmings, and we're going to have to kill a whole bunch of lemmings. Because they're going to be wandering into holes. Alright, let's go ahead and just... Well, I didn't want you to wander in a hole. I do have a blocker. Will that even work, though? Yeah, I guess it will. Okay. We could complete this level just letting everybody wander into the pit, but I guess doing it this way is also fine. Do I want to mine here? Is he going to bounce off this? Yes. Alright, so we need him to bash through that. I'm kind of worried about what happens at the end of this bash tunnel, to be honest. Yeah, see, are we actually going to be able to make this work? We're going to have to turn them around twice. There we go. Get him clear of that. Now we're good. We're going to have to do that same exact maneuver again. Are these two 9s? I guess the two 9s are not identical. So we have a slightly different shape on this side. You can kind of see the little snowball feature that they built. And they just kind of painted it in this texture around. Well, I don't want you doing that. So turn around again. Thank you, sir. We shouldn't have the same problem with this tunnel, I don't think. Yeah. No issues. No head bashing this time. Happy 1995, everybody. You guys didn't know it was 1995, did you? I mean, it was like the last good decade. The 90s. So now we just blow him up. And everybody's coming home. It was the best decade because we had these little dancing Santas in our numbers. It was also the best decade because for New Year's, nobody made sunglasses where like your eyes looked through the holes in the 9s. People didn't start doing that until 2000 with big zeros in the middle of the year. And then in 2010, they didn't stop doing that. Division Bell. What's the issue here? I'm not seeing the problem here. Are there hidden traps? No? Then I'm just gonna mine right here and pop the release rate. The difficulty is going to be all over the place because I'm not really sure when like 1 year ends and the next year begins. I know that there's supposed to be 2 level packs per year for 94 and 95, but the difficulty does seem to be all over the place. You get like levels like this and then your next level is like the North Pole's one. Alright. I'll take this level though. Once in a while I'll take a level like this. Answers the question that's hot on everybody's lips. What will Lemmings be like in 1995? Like, now we know. Quest for Chiron. Whatever Chiron is. Obscure British TV reference, is my guess. We have 3 builders, and I think this is... Unless there's hidden traps. No, I think we're fine here. We do have to save everybody. So what we're going to do is have you mine when you get there. Hopefully everybody should bounce off. So no, I got to make the first guy mine when he gets there. Second guy will walk up and over, turn him into a builder. Excellent. Pop this release rate up. Have my man here build to the exit. Should be able to do this in one builder. No problem. We just have him build up and out, and we're good to go. These little mining tunnels here are kind of like the second level turnaround for Lemmings. The first level turnaround is just placing a blocker. That's what you do all through the first difficulty setting of the first Lemmings game, of fun difficulty. Just you put blocker down, you have one guy solve the whole level, then you go blow up your blocker and you're done. But then you start getting levels where you gotta save everybody, or where you don't have blockers, you gotta learn other ways to turn Lemmings around. That's really the core Lemmings gameplay experience, is how do I turn these nerds around? Once you can figure that out, you'll have a pretty good time with Lemmings, I think. Foreplay. Okay, I only see 3 entrances. So what we're doing here, we got enough diggers that everybody can dig themselves out. So this... We had enough miners too. We have 3 diggers, 3 miners, and 1 basher. So 1 basher is going to have to bash the tunnel all the way through and then build to the exit. So we're going to hopefully have enough miners to make all this work. Make him a blocker. I need you to dig. I need you to dig. I got one digger left, and well, I guess I don't have to use it over here. I need a miner to free the blocker. I need a miner to get down here. And we need a miner to get down here. Oh, I've only got 4 lemmings. I see. Alright, alright, alright. That's why the level's called Foreplay, because it's only the 4 lemmings. Alright, so each one needs 2 digging tools. So dig, 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 mine, mine, mine should get everybody down to the bottom where the bashing tunnel is being formed. The question is, how do we keep everybody safe in the bashing tunnel? Probably only need 1 builder, so it might just work out. Let's just work under the assumption that it's just going to work out. Get him mining. And then get him bashing. I could stall him more by making him a climber so he keeps climbing up this wall, and I might have to do that. I can also have a builder if I want to turn him around at some point. Yeah, we have some options to make this guy not walk off the cliff when we get there. But we are going to crunch on the time, I think. I want to see what this guy's mining tunnel going to the right looks like. It's possible we want to mine with him first. No, we should be fine. He'll get out of there. One minute remains. It's going to come right down to it. Hopefully this guy... I'm worried about him right now. Because we don't have time to turn him around. Is he going to turn around naturally? He will. Okay, excellent. This is exactly what I wanted to see. So now we just have him build. I can have you build, turn you around. And then we've got 20 seconds to get the miners out. We probably should mine out earlier than this. Yeah, we could have mined out a little earlier than this. But I think we might still be okay. 12 seconds, Mr. Schnoz. Get to it. It's not going to be okay. We're going to need to mine a little earlier. Alright, let's back that up. So this guy's going to turn around just fine. Whoops. Didn't push my pause button in time. Alright, so... they both need to mine facing right. If they're not facing right, they're going to walk all the way back to the beginning of the level, which is not good. We're still coming up on time here, though. That's very much the same as what we did last time. Okay. Let's have you mine from here. You mine from here. So let's do the mining before the building. That looks like it's going to work. We could have even gotten this guy a little bit earlier. Would not have been that complicated if 2 lemmings hadn't come out of this door. But I guess one of those doors had to produce 2 lemmings. Given the conceit of the level. Maybe not such a dawdle. Alright, we gotta save everybody. Let's look for hidden traps. So we just build and then bash through this. Am I missing something? We have 7 minutes to do this. We're going to use a blocker here. And that basher will release that blocker. So everybody's safe. We can go ahead and pop the release rate. Because level 1 of Tricky is called This Should Be a Dawdle. And it's pretty similar to this. You just have this long level where you got to walk and... But this even seems easier than that level, so... Unless there's a nasty basher surprise waiting for us. There's not going to be a time crunch. I do think some of these levels have nasty tricks in them. We'll just have to see. Or maybe it's because bashing this guy out. You've only got 5 bashers, and you need 1 here, so you only have 4 bashers, so maybe... They've only got 4 tries to get their blocker free. Maybe that's why this level is not a dawdle. But I can pick my basher out of the horde very easily. And I intend to. So let's do that now. All we gotta do is break the ground under the blocker, and he is in good shape. As long as our horde doesn't get here before our tunnel is done, but I think we have plenty of time. Yeah, our tunnel's gonna be complete long before Mr. Schnoz rallies all the Santa troops. I wonder why they decided to dress them all up like Santa Clauses and not like little elves. I guess the answer to that question would be like, you can make a very distinctive Santa in 8 pixels, which is what they had available, or however many. Whereas if you went with an elf, like you're basically just looking at green lemmings at that point, and green lemmings are what the climbers and floaters look like. In neolemmix, anyway. I think in the original versions... I know in the SNES version, if you turn a lemming into a climber, it doesn't turn him green. It doesn't turn him do anything. You have to actually mouse over him to see if he's got a different job of any kind. It's Boxing Day. Oh, I guess we're starting in this box. 3 builders, 2 bashers, and a digger. Okay, so we're going to have to use our 3 builders to get up to this. And then bash through it. Then we've got a digger and a basher. So we're going to bounce off this wall and then dig and then bash out. And that's it. So it's just going to be a matter of lining the builder up properly. Let's just see what this gets us. For some reason, it's going to let me kill 4 lemmings. I'm not really sure why. I don't even see how I would kill 4 lemmings. Like, they're going to walk up this hill, but they're going to bounce off of this. They're not going to make it over to the snowman over here. That seals up perfectly. We nailed that first try. I like it. Alright, let's get a guy through here. We do need to get a guy going right, though, because our digger needs to be facing right, because we're going to turn our digger into a basher, and we don't want him bashing off this direction. That would be bad. So somebody facing right can start digging down. So everybody's going to get... Ooh, where's our drop height, though? I think everybody will get into the pit safely. Yeah, we're fine. It's all good. And then we just need to dig out of this tunnel when we're done. And it should... 80 lemmings in this little box. Okay, so we went from the big box into this little box here. But as soon as our bash tunnel comes underneath the box, here on Boxing Day, only 40 of them are facing right at any time. That should be it. We should be done here. Wonderful. And no nasty... I mean, even if there was a nasty surprise, I don't have any other jobs to circumvent such a situation. I don't see how there could possibly be another solution to this level. There's entire Lemmings communities devoted to finding like alternate solutions to levels, but I don't see how you could have another solution to this level. It doesn't seem to be any way that that could happen. Two minutes before midnight. Frost 13. 3 builders and a basher. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I see. We've got 2 entrances. So these guys... No problem. These guys are all just going to make it. So I just got to worry about these guys here. If we just bash through... you know what? I'm just going to try something obvious thing first. If this doesn't work, I know what I can do with these builders. Okay, doesn't work. Didn't think so. So what we're going to do then is have this guy... I need to build over the exit, but not make a seal over there. Let's go ahead and pop this release rate. Something like that should be good. And just bash this through. Got a minute 30. We should have plenty of time. So now they should fall onto the bridge, and everybody is safe. Everybody hits the hole. Yippee indeed. Why these lemmings want to live in a fruitcake, I couldn't tell you. Maybe it's a Yule log seen from, like, head on instead of laying horizontally. We're seeing the front of it. Like, kind of the bark color around the edge and the softer wood color in the middle. I don't know. Happy New Year, too! Oh, it's Happy New Year again. Oh, see, this time we're not blocking anybody. So we can kill 10 lemmings here. And we're probably going to have to. So let's not mess with our release rate at all. There goes 1. There goes 2. That was what, 4? Ooh. Ooh. Oh, I'm building to the wrong spot. I was assuming the exit was in the same place. No, there's a fireplace there. Now we need to get up top. Nuking him. Nuking him here, Haas. We gotta build from here, and that'll make a seal before 10 lemmings die. Let's try that again. Alright. So. 1. 2. 3. 4 lemmings do not make it to 1995. It's sad. Alright. Now, hopefully, this dancing Santaman here does not count as a trap. It doesn't show up as a trap here, but who actually knows, right? Oh, we're going to lose some more over here. Should be okay. That doesn't seal? Alright, I think we're okay now. Oh no, this basher needs to be on point. There we go. Alright, do I have enough? I think I got 41 total, it says. So I think we only killed 9. And yeah, everybody's just kind of hanging out by the dancing Sandman. Made it with 1 lemming to spare. Something skin on my teeth. I want to wish all of you a very warm and merry 1995. I'll see you in the next Lemmings video. Thanks for watching.